Welcome to Tuesday's lunchtime appetizer of the Word. What a beautiful day. Man, we had an awesome time on our vacation. We were so excited, so blessed, so happy. Got relaxed a little bit, and man, we just are excited to be back today. We're going to finish up on our message about destiny. You have a destiny today. Moses had a destiny, and he's about to walk right into what he was created to do. We talked last week about him being on the backside of the desert, how God appeared to him in the burning bush, and how he went and seen God and met with him and talked with him. Of course, he's seen God from the image of the burning bush. Let me get that straight. But he was still, the presence of God was there. And I believe that the presence of God is here today, and he's speaking to our hearts if we will just hear what the Spirit is saying. Jesus said in the book of Matthew that he that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit is saying. He also says that in the book of Revelation many times. But the key in all that, we got to have a hearing for what the Spirit is saying for us to walk into our destiny. So Moses walks into the destiny. He now is leaving the desert. He's heading back to Egypt. He's going to deliver God's people. He's on a mission. He knows what God has called him. And sometimes when we know what God has called us to do, that's when the biggest trouble comes our way. We think it's our past, but most of the time your biggest trouble comes when you start trying to serve the Lord and fulfill the destiny that God calls you to. Listen, the devil don't like you. The devil can't stand you. He despises you. Do you think for 1 minute that he's going to just let you have free reign and try to take people out of his grasp and give them to God? Not hardly. And the same way happened in the Egypt. It's a lot like the way it is in the Christian world today. Satan comes and he discourages. What did he do? Satan throws his biggest challenges when you first get started. And that's what happened when Moses went to Pharaoh. Listen, Pharaoh didn't really like him. Pharaoh knew exactly who he was because they was raised up together. They was raised up as cousins. And so they knew each other. And Pharaoh felt threatened over Moses because for some reason he knew that there was something different about Moses. But, of course, Moses said, let my people go. We know the story. I ain't going to let your people go. Well, we start doing all the signs, and God gives Moses authority. Anytime God gives you a destiny and sends you on your way, you start having the authority. So God gives Moses authority. And I want you to see something in Exodus, the 7th chapter. In verse number 1, I want you to get this, and I'm going to read this out of the Amplified version of the Bible today. It says, the Lord said to Moses, behold, I make you as God to Pharaoh, to declare my will and purpose to him, and Aaron your brother shall be your prophet. Notice what God said. He said, listen, I'm going to make you a God in Pharaoh's eyes. I'm going to make you like God. And so Pharaoh sees you, you're going to be bigger than yourself. Listen, when God sends us on a mission, he's going to make us look bigger in people's eyes because he wants them to see himself in us. He don't want to see somebody weak out here trying to bring help to people. He wants people to see somebody strong and mighty. Remember, the Bible teaches that greater is he that is in us than he that is in this world. We have God dwelling in us and great authority in us. Jesus said himself, he says, I give you power to overcome the enemy. I give you power to defeat Satan and to defeat the works of the enemy. So we have authority today. We have authority. When God sends us out to do something great and something powerful, trust me, he gives you authority to accomplishment. Your destiny lies in your authority through God. You hear me? Your authority through God moves you into your destiny. God's not going to put you somewhere. God is going to make you the deliverer that you was called to be. So Moses creates this path of destiny. And this is the season that we're coming in. We're coming up on Easter. We're coming up on Passover. This is the time. God positions you at the right moment, at the right time in your life to create something good. I know you have it in you, and I know you're destined for greatness today. May God bless you, and may God keep you. And again, remember, listen to what the Spirit is speaking to your life.